high definition.
She went out for a walk and wound up in the hospital. New at 6, the latest on this grandmother's painful recovery.
Well, you just got to take it day by day and try to.
Year-old woman who was hit by a car while taking her afternoon walk. News on 6 Crown reporter Lori Fulbright's here with the latest on her recovery at 6. Lori?
Well, Scott, Signorina Villalobos is still in the hospital tonight, but her family tells me she's doing much better and she's anxious to get home. They say she tells them she needs her daily exercise, so every day about 1 o'clock, she gets her walker and she heads down the block on the sidewalk, and then she turns around and comes back. But on this day, a neighbor backing out of his driveway didn't see her. Signorina is almost always surrounded by her big, loving family. She has 7 children and many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. They say she loves to tell stories, even stories they've heard many times before and know by heart.
If she gets you, you're in the zone. You're there for about an hour or so, and she'll get talking about her husband back in the day grabbed her, and he stole her from her mom, and they loved each other for years. And
So she loves telling stories.
She was married more than 50 years, and since his death, she has remained independent, living in her own home, staying as active as she can manage. Luckily, one of the grandchildren was there the day Signorina was hit by a neighbor as he was backing out of his driveway. He told police he simply didn't see her.
The good thing he came, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, I ran over your grandma."
She looks terrible, with a big goose egg on her head and bruises everywhere, and she needs a lot of help with her broken elbow and a leg that's broken above the knee.
I've been there when they pick her up off the bed, to sit her down and get her used to that. And just her screaming and moaning, it's like,
Still, he says her spirits are good and she's ready to get out of the hospital. Doctors say she may need to go to a home for some rehab and therapy first, but then hopefully she can go home after that, although she seems to have a little different plan in mind.
I remember the first day she was like, can you pick me up? And the nurses won't let me go, but if you help me out, we'll escape out of here. I said, well, give me a minute, Grandma. Lay down. So.
That's funny. She was already plotting her escape.
Yes.
Police say the driver of the car has fully cooperated with them. Any ticket or arrest would depend on how Signorina's recovery goes. There is a law that says anytime you drive across the sidewalk, you have to stop and look. And if there's a pedestrian, they do have the right of way. Lori Fulbright, News on 6.
Tulsa